guys, and welcome to episode 11 of the Zazu podcast. My name is Caroline, and you can find me on Ravelry as Woolbox, on Instagram as wool_box, and you can find my Etsy shop at zazuyarns.etsy.com. As you might be able to tell, this is a little different than what you normally see, and that's because, and you will probably all know this, I am in Indonesia. Right now, I am in our hotel room in Bandung, Indonesia, which is a big city. This is our third day. It's a Sunday. We started in Jakarta, where we landed. So that was our first day. And then yesterday we wanted to take the train here, but I think something happened with the jet lag. So we both set 3 alarms at 8:30 a.m. And for some reason, I woke up and I looked at my phone. And it's at 10:30, so I was like, oh, Steve, come on, we have to get up, and we will miss the train, and blah, blah. So we were super fast getting up, packing our stuff and whatever, and then we wanted to leave to run to get a taxi or whatever for the train. And then I said, oh my God, where's my phone? So I don't know what happened, but the phone was gone. It totally disappeared. We packed out both of our backpacks. We took everything out, and we just couldn't find it. So after like 30 to 45 minutes of searching, we found out that it slipped into a small pocket thing in the back of my backpack. So that was the thing that actually made us miss the train. So that was a good thing on our second day. But then we took a small bus, which was fine, but the traffic here is crazy, at least in Jakarta, and also here in Bandung, it's crazy. Where there are 3 lanes, they kind of make it into 5 lanes, and everyone's filling up the gaps. That's actually what they're doing. And then everything's stuck, and then everyone starts honking, but no one's really annoyed. Everyone's really relaxed, but they just honk. And, I don't know, I kind of get a little bit, annoyed by it, but everyone here is really relaxed, so I don't know, I just have to get into the holiday mood, state of mind thing, because I'm still, I don't know, I just need some time to get into the relaxing zone, I guess. But that's what happened, that's how we got here. So we arrived here yesterday, I think at 5 p.m. and well, we were pretty hungry because the bus didn't stop anywhere, and we were in it for like 4 to 5 hours. So we didn't even stop to go to the bathroom. So that was kind of a challenge, but we made it. So we were hungry, so we went to eat the best satay ever. I never had something that good, so that was a big bonus. And then we thought we deserve a nice, relaxing massage. And I'm starting to laugh already because it was really weird. We went to this massage thing, and I was like, yeah, you know, I mean, I never really had a full uh, massage by a professional masseuse ever. So I thought, finally, it's happening. And then she started she started doing it, and at first I was like, oh my god, this is rough. This is not relaxing at all. It hurts really bad. And then they do the, you know, the tuck 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 thing, and she did that on my leg, and then I don't know what she was thinking, or maybe it was normal, but I kind of looked back to see what she was doing, but she was punching my feet with her fist. So, okay, I couldn't stop laughing at that point because I thought it was really weird. I mean, I had this whole idea of, oh my god, this is going to be great. This is going to be the best thing that happened to me today. It kind of was the weirdest thing that happened to me yesterday, so I think I'm going to have to redo that somewhere else. But that was really funny. I know for sure that if my sister was there, she would have laughed crazy about that. It was really weird, but whatever. We survived, and it doesn't hurt anymore. So it probably did something good. I don't know. What doesn't hurt, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I don't know, something like that. Tomorrow we are going to take the train to Yogyakarta, which is further east, and that will take us about 7.5 hours. And so I think that will be really nice to watch A, some views, and B, knit. And that's actually why you're here, right? So I hope to show you some more next week, because I don't really have a lot to show you this week, obviously. But I'm just going to show you what I have. Oh, first of all, maybe you want to see where I am. I thought you might like that. I don't know. So I'm just going to take you out to the window so you can see the view from my hotel. So, hang on, guys. Okay. Oh, and I'm not wearing any makeup. You can see that, right? Maybe next time I will be more tanned and looking better, but whatever. So, this is where we are. I don't know if you can see it. And it's really weird, but it's a little bit foggy, so you can't really see the mountains, I guess. But there are quite some mountains here. And this is some weird building, and maybe you can see the traffic. It's a pretty busy road where we are. So that's what I can show you. Oh, and that's a mirror. That's weird. I can see myself like 6 times. But oh, and this is the room, and here is my backpack. So just to give you a little bit of a view of where we are. And then I can just move on to showing you some of the things I can actually show you one whip, because on the other ones I didn't work yet. But I can show you what I brought here to work on the next 3 weeks. So I will start with what I'm working on or what I started. I actually started a new shawl, and that's partly because all the things I was working on were on metal needles, and because they can detect them on a the thing on the airport. Wow. I thought I thought I didn't want to change the needles because everyone always says, you know, different needles, then you get a different gauge, and I didn't want to mess up the projects I was working on. So I thought, I'm going to put you, yes, that's better, I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry guys. So I thought just bring some yarn and cast on something new if I want to knit on the plane, because that's the best thing you can do, right? And the bonus of that was I could cast on something mindless, or I don't know how you say that. So I cast it on a shawl. And, oh, I'm showing you the back. Okay, this is the front. So I started with a little bit of lace. You will probably know that pattern. I don't know if you know that. And then just some eyelets and garter stitch. So the first bit is stockinette with the lace, and then it's garter stitch. And I think I'm going to continue the garter stitch all the way up to the end, and then do the same border as I did here. And then maybe think of something to do with the sides. And I'm knitting this out of my own hand-dyed yarn. And I was actually just doing some, how do you say that, creative stuff in the dye pot, and I didn't really like this yarn enough to make it a colorway. So I thought, just knit something with it myself, right? And maybe even when I finish this shawl, depending on how it looks, I will even dye that over with some, I don't know, but we'll see. So this is the yarn. It's a little bit, how do you say that? It's a peachy pink. I don't know if you can see that, with some blue, well, it's not really speckled, but blue flecks, I don't know. So that's just something really simple I can work on when you can't really, I mean, yesterday on that bus, it was way too wobbly and going everywhere, so I couldn't really hold a pattern and knit while the bus was driving. So this is really simple. I can just go, because, you know, garter stitch, there's nothing more simple than garter stitch, I guess. So we'll just see where that goes. It's not really, I'm not really super enjoying it, but it's something to knit on when I can't knit on anything else. Then I brought Seep's socks. I didn't work on them yet, but just so you know, I brought those. And I was planning on finishing them, but you know me by now. I don't even know what's going to happen. So I also brought the test knit I already showed you a few times, and I couldn't work on that. I didn't work on that yet either, but I am planning on doing that tomorrow. And that's a new pattern from Maria from the Stitched in Sweden podcast, which I love. And then I brought the yarn to make the featherweight cardigan out of, or at least I planned to knitted out of this yarn, and I also brought the pattern, of course. So I really hope I can cast that on this week, because I was really planning on knitting on that this week or this holiday. And the last thing I brought, I guess, is this yarn from my new colorway, Fox in the Woods, and I am planning on making a pair of mittens out of that, but we'll see. As you can see, I brought quite a bit. Oh, and I also, and I don't know where that is, so I'm going to have to search in my backpack. I also brought my mermaid socks, and those were nearly finished already. Well, nearly finished. The first sock was finished, and the second one, I was at the point where I had to do the heel. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to be working on that. But I will just see what happens. It's with all the traveling, it's kind of hard, and it could be kind of easy as well. If the train ride tomorrow isn't all that wobbly and it's pretty smooth, and we have quite some space where I can put stuff, then I will probably work on the more intricate or the not so simple projects. And otherwise I will just pick something really simple, and that'll probably be Seep's socks or the new shawl. So that's all I can show you or tell you about the knitting. I did try to find a yarn shop in Jakarta, and I found one, but it had all commercial yarn, and it was all acrylic, and it was all imported. So I was like, yeah, that's not really what I'm looking for. It was a really tiny shop as well. Most of it was cotton, and the other yarn they had was all 100% acrylic yarn from, well, it wasn't even yarn, it wasn't even acrylic yarn I would pick at home. So not much, I guess. I also looked for one here, but I didn't find one. I did find one online, but that also had only cotton or acrylic yarn. And of course, I'm looking for something hand-dyed or maybe some silky stuff, because I can imagine in this warm climate they have silk or silky, I don't know. But I didn't find it yet. So maybe in Yogyakarta, because I got some directions from someone on Ravelry. She didn't know the name of the shop, which was really funny. But she did tell me where to go. So I hope I will find that. And I'm sorry I can't say your name right now because I forgot. But I will definitely check that out and let you know if there was yarn and what yarn, and if I could find it and everything. Then let me see. I think I don't have a lot to tell you anymore. What I can tell you about the Etsy shop is what I told you before. My best friend Laura is going to ship all the orders. So if you want to order, you can. She's going to do that, and I think she actually thinks it's funny to do that. So we will just see what she thinks about it. But I think it's kind of funny. So thank you, Laura, for doing that. And I think I'll just let you go now and show you some of the clips I already made. And I wish you all a really nice week. and I hope to see you next week from somewhere on Java, I guess. I don't know where. Bye. Uit de Tasford?
Nou, even lachen.
Ini Sarana Merdeka porsinya sebelah mana ya bilang?
Pak, Sarana Merdeka, Pak.
Ya betul betul.
Warman, Pak. Purna Warman, Pak. Purna Warman sama Putri.
Ya makasih.
CSI di mana, CSI?
Ada Pak Kopi.
Kiri ke Bandung, kiri mana?
Ya kemarin ya video ya. Saya di Zazu ada komunitas itu semua pakai samurai, pakai big, pakai ini ya, lagu-lagunya.